What's up guys, Crafting here. Today I'll be showing you how to execute Katarina properly, and I'll also be showing you small tips and tricks that I've learned and gathered by playing this champion. This guide should improve your overall gameplay with Katarina and help you achieve that LP you just couldn't get. Let's talk about summoner spells. Normally you take Ignite and Flash from Katarina, but you can take TP and Flash as this is good for teleporting to a lane that's pushed. Roaming is an important factor on Katarina and should be done whenever possible. The disadvantage to taking Teleport on Katarina is that it makes you weaker in laning phase, as you won't be able to finish off the opponent if you get them low. Teleport is quite risky, but sometimes can be very rewarding. Other summoner spells like Barrier are not too bad against those AD carry bursts like Zed or AP carry bursts like Gragas. Running the standard 21-9-0 mastery setup, Katarina is able to achieve maximum offensive damage while also retaining a little bit of defense. Running 19-11-0 can also be a nice way to achieve a little bit of magic resist or armor if needed. You can use two different rune pages on Katarina. I found that the flat AP rune page is the best pick for Katarina, but you can use movement speed runes as it helps to catch or run away from enemies. When selecting your abilities, you should follow this lineup as it offers the most damage over a duration of a few seconds, as your W ability has a short cooldown. This being said, if you're getting poked a lot and are unable to get into range to use your W ability, max out your Q ability after level 6. This way you'll be able to increase your range damage and don't have to get in close range to your enemy. Your starting build should consist of boots of speed and 4 health potions. The boots should help you dodge abilities, and the potions should also give you a good sustain in lane. Dawn Shield and 1 health potion can also be used if you're up against auto attack based champions like Yasuo or Kayle. Dawn Shield reduces the damage taken by auto attacks and gives you increased health. Katarina's core items are Sorcerer's Shoes, Deathfire Grasp, Rabadon's Death Cap, Zhonya's, Void Staff and Abyssal Scepter. This build gives a whole ton of AP and a lot of magic penetration, as this is what gives Katarina her nuke damage. Situational items can be Rylai's Crystal Scepter, Guardian's Angel, Banshee's Veil or a Haunting guys. Let's talk about your early game goals. Keep poking the enemy as much as possible with your Q ability. If there is an opening where your enemy has used their abilities and they're on cooldown, harass your enemy with the Q-E-W combo and either pursue with a few auto attacks or run behind your minions with the speed boost granted from your W ability. Remember to keep up with farm, as it gives you a lot of gold if you're not killing the enemy. If you can't auto attack the minions, try using your Q or W to last it, but be careful that you don't leave yourself too open, as your abilities will be on cooldown. If you're unable to trade an enemy champion, rush for a Haunting guys if you're losing lane against an ability power based champion, or a Seeker's Arm Guard if you're losing against an AD based champion. The Haunting guy gives you a small amount of health, AP and magic penetration. The Seeker's Arm Guard gives you a small amount of AP and a small amount of armor. If you're winning lane, aim for a Finest Codex or a needlessly large rod. Pick whichever you can afford first, as these are the components that build into the item Deathfire Grasp. Deathfire Grasp is a core burst item that provides increased damage done to a selected target while also dealing damage. Let's talk about your mid game goals. By now you should have your Deathfire Grasp, and if you haven't already gotten kills, now is your chance. Poke down your enemy with your Q-E-W combo until you can find an opening to burst them down. Engage with Deathfire Grasp active, followed by your Q-E-W-R combo. This should rip through the enemy extremely quickly. If needed, activate your Ignite on the enemy as well for addition damage to secure the kill. Katarina's most important trait is her passive, so keep that in mind as it allows you to spam your abilities over and over. Her R ability is also another really good AoE burst and can shred apart multiple enemies at once. However, be very patient, as most champions will have some way of stopping it. Your R ability will mainly be used for finishing off low health enemies when all your other abilities are on cooldown. Most of the time you'll be able to kill an enemy with your ult and reset your other abilities, allowing you to engage onto the enemy with your Q-W-E combo. Remember to use your Ignite on Flash and Zhonya's Hourglass active to ensure kills and keep yourself alive. Let's talk about harassing properly as Katarina. Using your Q ability on an enemy champion means they will be marked up to 4 seconds. During this 4 second period, try to catch the enemy off guard and use your E ability to a nearby minion that is in range of your W ability, then quickly use your W and use the speed boost to run back to your minions. You can also use your E ability on the enemy and throw in an auto attack, but make sure the enemy isn't expecting it so they can't retaliate. Another way to harass as Katarina is to walk into your W ability's range and QW and quickly shumpo to a minion away from the enemy, typically to an ally caster minion. This can be done whilst last hitting or when an enemy is last hitting under a tower. If done successfully, you should be able to poke them without taking any tower hit or any damage from the enemy. Things I've noticed from playing Katarina is that you can actually deny vision using your E. When an enemy places a ward, Katarina can use her E ability onto it to reset its visibility so that your team can take it. This is a great way for zoning your enemy by reducing their vision across the map. That's it for my Katarina guide. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you learned something, then please leave a like, and if you want to see more things like this, then please subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I shall see you in the next video. Goodbye.